Hey guys, it's Friday, it's the start of the next vlog. We're just running some brickwork now. Managed to get some extenders and we're just going down this gable. We're on a second tub today and we're on silo gear, and a bit of information. I'm just looking around so that someone stood behind me as I'm talking to my son. Bit of, some with tubs and silo mortar. Especially this tarmac stuff, it tends to go off after about 2 hours. But we get about a big 3/4, not like basically a full tub but not a brimmer, and we put it in 8 tubs. We can get away with 8 before it goes off, 8 or 9, so check it out. When we get about 7 course high, that's like sort of 10 from his feet, because obviously there's about 3 sticking out at ground on a splash. We get them all the bricks stacked right up, start off with normal 8 eye stacks, and we condense them into 6. We're just having to spread through as well. The gear tends to go off, so we get it a little bit wetter, so we can preload it in tubs for 15 minutes while either one of us is setting a profile up or stacking the bricks. Like, I'll either stack the bricks up and Dean will load these up. But yeah, the black ones are better. These are a little bit too vertical, they're not very strong either, you can see. But yeah, so we're going to crack on with this.
You wanted me to do this corner still?
Yeah, there's only a couple of bricks.
Yeah, there's only 2 on it.
Yeah.
That's like fucking piss, this one. You want a piece of bill? small bed on this one?
A little bit, yeah. It should be even it's an out next one. Hey guys, a little clip from me running in these blues. So yeah, just doing a little voiceover. Me and Dean running in today. We didn't get started till 10 because we were searching for some brick extenders, and we were setting everything up. We had to set all the profiles up, stands up. We had to take some blocks out of this gable. We ended up taking 5 blocks out. So important when you're doing house types with continuous damp trays all the way around. You want to have your block work up first. It just gets so much of the hassle out of the way. You get your tray set, you can get your blocks taken out. You've got something to protect your brickwork, you know. I've not always been a fan of block work first, but recently, because I'm just sort of working in a little bit of a different way. I'm working a little bit in a bit more stress-free manner. I find it easier if the plot has already been preloaded with blocks to get those out of the way first, so Dean ain't got as many to load in after the fact. A lot of firms want you to joint the back of your block, so you sort of, you know, you're sort of governed by a lot of sites now wanting to joint the back of your block, so you've got to do your block work first. Also, because we're coming to winter, a lot of the time it is going to be drizzly and it's only going to be suitable for laying blocks, so I recommend definitely, especially in windy weather or wet weather, building block work, or if it's windy, building block corners and then vice versa brick corners, because the wind last year, as we know, January, February last year with the storm Dennis and storm all fucking it was like 5 storms in a row. The wind was horrendous, but if you can go around building corners a bit like you saw last block video, you can really capitalize on the days that it isn't windy. You know, you could probably do something similar where you do block corners one day, then you do brick corners the next, then you're running some brick work, then you're running some block work. It is doable to work in the wind and the rain like that. It's just a lot slower. You're not going to earn as much money, but at least a wage is better than no wage. So, you know, a lot of guys, you know, out there in wet weather seem to throw in the towel early. You know, we were working through like a thunderstorm today, still got like 600 plus bricks down, even on a relatively short gable. The first time I was laying these sort of bricks, these were better than the last plot that we used. I didn't film the first plot on this site we did just because I was still sort of getting my head right again after coming off the drink. I had a lot of stress, you know, outside of work with a few things don't really want to go into. No business of anyone but myself. But it's been nice to, you know, finally get back feeling sort of normal again. That's why I started making the videos again. I wasn't going to make them if my heart wasn't in doing them or I wasn't enthusiastic about bricklaying, so that's why I was only a couple of weeks off, but I like to keep it 100%, you know, on this channel. You know, sometimes you don't like bricklaying. There is sometimes I don't like bricklaying, you know. I had a couple of 2 or 3 weeks before you saw this video, at least like a month or so before that, I fell out of love with bricklaying for a few weeks. You know, production is high then, and you know, I just sort of turn up to get, you know, something to pay the bills. You know, there's a lot of factors and a lot of people. I've got comments saying you're on a different site, you're this and that. There's so many factors in the self-employed bricklaying world that can make it so it ain't worth working on a site. You could be earning no money. There's so many times I've found myself working on a site and it was going so well, and then suddenly, you know, someone puts a spanner in the works. There's no scaffolds, run out of materials. The silo isn't getting refilled on time, running out of, you know, key sundries and stuff like that, to where you can lose day after day after day, and then you find yourself, you know, not earning any money. A lot of gangs don't like sites that don't allow you to start well late. That's obviously never bothered me, obviously by the name. But there's a lot of things, you know, there's sites I've been on that, you know, make you leave early, make you leave at like 4 o'clock and stuff, lock the site up, don't let you, you know, wrap up in your own time. Like here, we have to be off the site by 5 can't be working past 5, but we're so close to home that, you know, we're getting to site at bang on 8 o'clock, if not earlier. We're working, you know, good hours, and with the silo mortar on this site as well, you sort of can't really work 2 hours past your last tub. So say you get a tub dropped at like 3:30 when the forklift driver starts to pack up, you know, you're not going to be working much longer past 5 anyway. So and I like the silo mortar as well for winter, because, you know, a lot of guys bang on about how good ready mix is. When you try to use it in winter, it ain't very good. You know, it never goes off. It can cause a lot of problems with ready mix in winter. So anyway, it's coming still to the end of this clip, and I'll check in with you guys probably with another bit of a voiceover later. Right guys, see you in the rest of the vlog. Always starts fucking raining when you're laying the blues.
I have.
Why is it not half on or something? You're alright. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Kind of. Don't be it. We'll get back half on, I'm sure.
It's that nightmare all over again. The nightmare that I had that today when I just didn't have to get it. Fucking smashed my head that day.
There's a half on.
Yeah.
Tight joints, and it should come half on.
Do you know what I mean? Do you remember which that day?
I remember.
On that other plot?
You were stressing over something.
Like it won't fucking work, Harry.
I remember you saying something. Alright, fuck me, it's fucked.
Yeah, look at that.
It's taking me ages to these fucking meter boxes. Yeah. I still don't know fucking best way to do it. Totally don't be straight. What is fucking place, isn't it?
Yeah.
One at the end, is there's some at the end. Is that quite full, your one? Right? One at right at the end?
Right at the end, yeah. I've moved it into this end. Since,
Yeah.
obviously coming back this way, innit?
Yeah.
I'm just a number to make you smile, and you need me to hold you close, and all your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe.
So yeah, it's about 4:20. We're off now. We've got this up 15. I'll probably might reach 20 on this gable because it's a little bit lower ground level. But yeah, just because the plot is so low at the other side, I'll reach a bit higher because the ground level's so low at the other side. So right, check it out. Over 600 brick today. It's not bad. Say we started at like 10, messing around with air bricks and putting them in and stuff. So right, I'm going to put a profile over there and at the back corner next week, and then we can finish off this side, and then we'll start that other side basically, get it all squared away. So yeah, right, see you in a bit.